Zanu-PF starts vetting of CVs. Zanu-PF provinces are today expected to submit to the party headquarters in Harare curriculum vitaes, CVs, of aspiring candidates for the party's May 5 primary elections, with the list of successful candidates out by the end of the week. Most provinces had completed the vetting process by yesterday, with some bigwigs reportedly 1 foot in for the primaries after candidates who had registered to challenge them failed to meet the basic minimum qualifications. Other Politburo members, however, breezed through uncontested. Although some provinces have resolved to recommend candidates who should be disqualified, the ruling party's national political commissar, Lieutenant General Angel Butrugi, retired, reiterated yesterday that all CVs should be forwarded to Zanu-PF's National Elections Directorate, NED, to ensure the process was impartial and transparent. Provincial structures, he said, had no power to disqualify candidates. All the names will be sent here and we will do the vetting and verification from this side. There had been complaints from the provinces that the incumbents were shutting others out, said Butrugi. So, in the spirit of fairness, we will do the vetting of candidates from here, party headquarters, he said. It is believed even uncontested candidates have to be confirmed by the NED. Notably, in the Midlands Province Foreign Affairs and International Trade Minister Dr. Sibusiza Moyo, who is eyeing the Mbringwa Senate seat, was unchallenged. Speaking yesterday after compiling the list to be forwarded to party headquarters today, Midlands Provincial Chairperson Daniel McKenzie said his province had received many CVs from members aspiring to be councillors, legislators and senators. He said senior party members, Stefananazu, Chiratadza Mabua, and Tsitsizu, whom the provincial executive recommended to be suspended, could contest while waiting for a final determination by the party's National Disciplinary Committee. We received a lot of CVs from aspiring party members, and of note is the CV of Lieutenant Gen Moyo, RTD, which was accepted unchallenged for the primary elections to be held soon, he said. Meanwhile, the Midlands provincial leadership has recommended that suspended Kwek Central legislator Kdmasango Matambanadzo be disqualified from the primary elections. Matambanadzo was suspended for alleged insubordination and creating parallel structures. First Lady Auxilia Ngagwa attended the meeting. In Mashonaland West, Justice, Legal and Parliamentary Affairs Minister Zembe and Central Committee member Philip Chiyangwa were among senior party members who stand a chance to avoid a contest for primaries after prospective candidates were disqualified because they had not served as party district members for the stipulated 5 years. Chiyangwa, who recently moved as Vimba administration district from Makand, emerged from a pool of 6 other aspirants. Walter Chekwa, Crispin Sadie, Zandal Masiko, Peter Chiridza, Sine Chabvonga and war veteran Jessica Tapfumani, who fell by the wayside. Provincial Chairman Zembe was also unopposed after aspirants, including Francis Chitu Mercedna, wife to Mashonaland Central Provincial Affairs Minister Advocate Martindna, Webster Chinomwa and Elvis Mervoa, were disqualified for not meeting the set criteria. Shegtu West saw youth chairperson Kdvengai Muzenji going uncontested, while Politburo member Christopher Mutsvangwa is also unopposed in Norton, as is Kdbriska Mapfumira eyeing the Makan senatorial seat. Dexton Duna, Shegtu East, was uncontested after 3 other candidates failed to measure up to the requirements. In Herung West, Keith Gaza found no challengers, but in Herungu East, Tongai Mujanj will face Mary Maruma Hoko, Ngoni Takundwa Masanda, and Patrick Maponga. Senate President Kdedna Madzong withdrew from the Chegta Senate race, leaving Kdanagawa and Kdlidiat Samando to fight it out. A record 870 Zanu-PF aspiring candidates in Masvingo had submitted their curriculum vitaes to contest in the party's primary elections slated for May 5. Among these were CVs of those with pending disciplinary cases. According to Provincial Chairman Kdesra Chadzamira said they had accepted the CVs pending a final decision by the NCD. We have only made recommendations on some of the aspiring candidates' CVs because they have pending disciplinary issues, he said. Among high-profile people who have joined the political fray ahead of the primary elections in Masvingo are Minister of Higher and Tertiary Education, Science and Technology Development Professor Aman Merwera, Guta North, his mines and mining development counterpart Winston Chitando, Guta senatorial seat, ex-Confederation of Zimbabwe Industries President Mr. Clissojo Konya, Guta South, and ex-diplomat Ambassador Jonathan Utor Nash, Guta South. All the other provinces were finalizing paperwork before submission today.